Good afternoon, Jane.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Jane,
Ah,
can you tell me about yourself?
okay. I'm Jane Faicol, 38 years old. I'm separated and I have five children.
I have a few questions for you to answer, Jane, so let's start.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to work as a maid to explore my ability as a maid.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
Malaysia is near in the Philippines and people there is kind and good.
How are you qualified for this job?
I'll do my best to do all my job, ma'am.
May I know what your educational level is?
I'm graduate at high school graduate, ma'am.
What was your recent working experience?
A recent experience as a housemaid and kitchen staff.
Okay. Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby?
Yes, ma'am.
And whose baby are you taking care of?
My employer and my children.
How about elderly?
No experience, ma'am, but I'm willing to do.
Do you have any other special skills?
No, ma'am.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
Yes, ma'am.
As? You're working as?
As a kitchen staff.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to cook, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What sort of food can you cook?
Filipino food, ma'am.
Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I mentioned to you, which do you like most?
Uh, Cleaning the house and taking care of baby.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your children?
My youngest daughter and my sister.
Your eldest daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You
I
are
understand.
strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work for 4 months, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and
Yes,
conditions?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and
Uh,
understands?
2 years.
2 years. Can you
Yes,
describe
ma'am.
for me your attitude?
My attitude is hardworking, honest, understanding, and kindful.
Kind.
Yes, ma'am.
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I'll do my best so that my job well done.
Okay, can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergy, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation before?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fit to work.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you preferred to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you preferred to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Jane, we have finished our question section. Let's go to case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to answer me truthfully. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Upon arrival in Malaysia, within 6 months only, if ever one of your family members passed away, what will you do, Jane?
I'm willing to finish my contract, ma'am.
What happened to the family members passed away?
I will send money to them.
Okay, again, Jane, tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
Okay. I'm Jane Faicol, 38 years old. I have 5 children. I'm willing to work abroad so that I can help my family and my children.
Okay, if ever your employer is watching you right now, what do you want to tell them, Jane?
Okay. Good morning, ma'am. If you choose me, I'm willing to try hard and do my job very well.
Okay, thank you very much, Jane. We will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employer.
Yes, ma'am.